I do like that the ending scene took us past some of the really important areas that we have seen. Like it took us past the past Mel's Shear where we defeated Baelor. It took us past the not Clerican, past Alabastra. It took us past Skull's Forge, and there was the floating city, Idylla, as well. So yeah. Still kind of an underwhelming ending. A bit bullshit that we have to leave Amalur, but okay. Alright. Final thoughts on this game. It's pretty good. Although it's not entirely my cup of tea. I did love the writing. The writing was the best part of this game. Like the character writing, I mean. There are some truly fabulously unhinged characters in this game. Some of them are just absolutely off-the-wall bonkers. Rust Brodigan is amazing. She is my favorite character in this entire game. Please don't ever change Rust. You are such a unique, wonderful character. I did like some of the storylines. I did like a lot of the world design. It does have a very nice art style, and some of the areas are just absolutely gorgeous. I really liked the Fae, and I would have liked to help them out more. It's actually kind of sad how many of them died over the course of this game. I do like the variety that you can have in how you build your character. I do like that you can reset all of your skills and everything for just like 20,000 gold anytime you want. That's amazing. I do like that it allows flexibility like that in what you want to focus on first, and then you can focus on something else later without much difficulty. That's really nice. I love the luck picking system. This game has one of the best luck picking systems I have ever seen, because basically the way it moves, the way it does is the further the bar moves, the closer you are to the magic spot where you actually need to be. So you're not just blindly trying a lock, you actually get an indication of how close you are, and you can actually use that to, you know, work your way towards this, towards the sweet spot and actually make it fairly easy. So yeah, that is, I really, really like that. Hey, I know some of the names in there. Amazing. Yeah. The game also has some downsides, though. Most importantly, there are some design choices here with the inventory management that just absolutely boggle my mind. The fact that there is no simple add to junk button, that I actually have to physically click everything and move it over into the junk bag, is stupid. It is absolutely stupid. I don't know whose idea this was. This needs a hotkey. The repeatable tasks, not a fan. We're actually going to click on continue because the menu music gets really loud and I don't want it to get loud while I'm talking. So we're just gonna, let's actually go somewhere else. Let's get out of this area. Let's go somewhere nice and peaceful. Actually, let's go to the Gardens of Isa. We haven't been back to the Gardens of Isa for a while. Yeah. Okay. So, where was I? Oh yeah, the inventory system. There should be a simple add to junk button. Then there's the fact that we literally ran around with the same piece of armor for like half the game because some of the bonuses are just stupidly broken, while others are almost completely useless. What else? I do like the fate meter takedowns. I do think that the activation of the fate meter itself is kind of finicky, but I do like the fate keeper takedowns. Not Fate Keeper, Fate Weaver. My brain is mush. What else? The inventory management can get pretty tedious. And the repeatable side tasks are just not my thing. Like, I wish I could just clear those out of my quest log. There were also a number of bugs in this game that just completely frustrated me. The most important one that occurs to me right away is that at some point during the Fates 1 DLC, the game just started adding all of the recipes and all the unstable potions that I made at some point into my inventory. So now my inventory is just bloated as fuck. There are multiple items that I cannot remove, whether by selling or by adding them to the stash chest, which is stupid. Again, what we talked about earlier, the fact that I can't say goodbye to everyone, that's true. But also the fact that we became the leader of every single one of the factions. I'm pretty sure if we had done the Thieves Guild, we would have become the leader of the Thieves Guild as well. It's just like, I'm so sick and tired of this. This genuinely makes me appreciate the Dawn Guard in Skyrim so much, because when you finish that DLC, the Dawn Guard is still like, okay, yeah, no, we're not making you leader. Isran is our leader. You're staying like a little grunt and you keep on doing our quests, which I love. I don't want to be Archmage. We literally went through the entire mage storyline, both in Skyrim and in this game, with melee weapons, and then became the Archmage. I don't know fuck all about magic. I've used maybe like 3 magic spells in the entire game, with the exception of healing, which I've used quite a bit. How am I Archmage? I should not be the leader of an organization of mages if I have fuck all to do with magic. It ruins the immersion so much. Also, there's basically like only 6 armor designs in the entire game for the standard stuff. With the base, obviously you have a few unique designs like this one, but for the base armors, you have like 6 of them and then that's it. And I'm like, why can I not transmog this stuff? Because the final armor honestly looks kind of stupid. And I really would have liked to walk around with something else. It's ridiculous. But yeah. Overall, I did enjoy my time with the game. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have spent 44 streams playing it. That's 44 streams, each of them about 3 hours, if not a little bit longer. So that's 120, that's 132. That's about 150 hours that we spent with this game. So I always hate it when people write a review and they're like, played 800 hours, do not recommend. But bullshit. Why are you playing a game that you would not recommend for 800 hours? Like, get out of here. I would recommend this game if you like MMO style RPGs. If you're looking for something where you can actually like really build your character in terms of in terms of like your personal choices and actually make like unique effects in the world, this is not that. But generally, if you want something that plays like an MMO only in single player, you will not be disappointed with this game, I think. Also, fuck the spelling mechanic, okay? I am so glad that they made a skill possible where you can just auto-dispel everything, because I would not have bothered with any dispel chests if I had not had that option. Because the dispel minigame is a piece of shit. I am not sorry to say that the dispel minigame is awful, and I don't know who first came up with this. But yeah. I will not leave a Steam review on this one, because I will not leave a Steam review on this one because the Fates 1 DLC, which is the last DLC that we just played, actually came out while I was already affiliated with THQ Nordic. And I always find it disingenuous for me to review products that I did work on while I'm still at the company where I worked on it or where I was involved with it. So that always feels a bit like shilling to me. So I'm not going to review this. I might review it eventually at some point later down the line. when I ever leave THQ Nordic, whatever. But for now, I'm just gonna say, if you like single player MMOs, this game is for you. And I had a fairly decent time. Let's go. Let's figure out what we can do next. And what we can do next is our next game. So let me just get out of the game, exit, and we switch to our list of games. Let's see. Okay. This should be good now. Can you guys see this and can you still hear me? Those are the two important questions. Because I have not used this scene in a while. You should be able to see a spreadsheet. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, this spreadsheet is my list of games. This includes every single game that I own. And we are going to pick our next game from this list in the A column. So we're going to use a random number generator to pick a number between 2 and 163. And whichever game it lands on will be the game that we play. The ones over here are sequels. We're not going to bother with these until we have actually played the game in the first column. But for example, if we land on Batman Arkham Asylum and we play for Batman Arkham Asylum, then Batman Arkham City will switch over here, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I added a few. Oh, I saw Road 96. Yes, Road 96 is on here because most of my games actually come from me working at THQ Nordic. Yeah, Nicholas, I already did Gothic. I did Gothic 1, which is why Gothic 2 is actually on this list. So Gothic 2 has a 1 out of 162 chance of being the chosen game. I do have the videos up on YouTube if you want to watch them, Nicholas. So I can link them to you, it's no problem. I have my entire playthrough uploaded on YouTube, if I remember correctly. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yes, I added a whole bunch of games because a lot of my games come from me working at THQ Nordic. Basically, because I work for THQ Nordic, I get access to their entire back catalog of games. If it was ever published by THQ Nordic, not THQ, THQ Nordic, I have access to it. And and so yeah, that then of course sometimes we get new studios or we get new publishing deals, etc. So I also have a lot of Handy Games projects in here because Handy Games is our daughter company. So I also got a key for that, and I think I've bought maybe like 20 of those games that I have in this list. Most of it I received for free because I work for the company. I am actually one of those people who buys very, very few games. I buy maybe 1 or 2 games per year, and that's it. I think the last one I bought for myself actually was either Astrobot or Tomb Raider Remastered. No, I even got that one for free. I bought one for free. I bought a second copy for myself, a physical copy. So yeah, yeah, there's a lot. Anyways, I am going to open up an RPG in a different window. You don't need to see that. Not RPG, RNG. And I'm gonna roll the numbers. I'm gonna double check that it's 2 through 136. No, 163, I think it was. Yes, 163. 2 through 163. Drum roll. Click. 64. What is number 60? Yes! Oh, that is so good. I'm so happy. What do you mean we don't have to see that? Okay, if you really want to see, hang on. There. Change to English, fuck off. Okay, now it re-rolled, of course, because it was 64. It was it's Witcher 2.1 all over again, yeah. 64, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Oh. Guys, confession, Final Fantasy VIII was one of the games that not got me into gaming, but got me into gaming again, because I have like I have certain waves of like times when I'm interested in gaming and times when I'm not interested in gaming, and Final Fantasy VIII is, in my opinion, one of the most amazing games that I have ever played. I was absolutely fascinated with this game when I was a kid. I remember when it came out, the graphical quality of this game was so mind-blowing. The cutscenes were so mind-blowing. People were like, whoa, what is this? This is amazing. This is what a PS2 can do. What the fuck? Or was it a PS1? I don't even remember. And I just remember my brother and I recorded every single cutscene in this game and took screenshots like crazy because the cutscenes looked so fucking good. And later when I replayed it, I realized why this game actually had touched me on an emotional and creative level that I had not fully understood as a child. So I have played this game probably 3 or 4 times when I was a kid, and I replayed it when the remaster came out 2 or 3 years ago. And it is hands down one of the best $30 I've ever spent on a game. I am so stoked to play this again and to play it on stream. Holy shit, you guys have no idea. This is going to be a PS4, so I'm gonna have to set up my OBS a little differently. But this is gonna be great. I love this already. This is gonna be a wonderful journey. I've never played Final Fantasy VIII. I'm happy to discover it. It is so good. It is corny sometimes and a bit what the fuck sometimes, but it is really, really good. And yeah, it's not Final Fantasy VII, my guardian. I have actually never played Final Fantasy VII. I've played Final Fantasy VIII, 10, and 10-2. But I don't own 10 and 10-2. Because my brother sold our PS2 like 2 months before I asked him if I could have it. Which is still breaks my heart when I think about that. But I did buy the remaster for PS4 when it came out, and it should work on my PS5. I'm fairly certain it should work on my PS5. I'm definitely going to try it. If not, we're gonna have to think of something else. But I'm 99% sure that this will work. And I'm really looking forward to playing it. Haven't played 8 either, but I own Final Fantasy VII Remastered and had plans to play it, hence my comment on the Witcher 1 situation. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. So, no spoilers for you, my guardian. unless you were planning to go for like the entire Final Fantasy series. But no, 8 is such a wonderful game. I'm not sure if we will probably not 100% it, because to 100% this game requires farming certain mechanics in a way that is just absolutely ridiculous. So we're not going to do that. But we are going to go to all the places in the world. We are going to do all of the quests and such. It's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. I will probably never get around to 8, so I guess I'm fine watching it. Okay. Anyways, so stoked for next week. I'm really looking forward to Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Oh my god. This game is so wonderful. Anyways, I hope you guys had some fun today. Thank you for joining me on the last steps through Amalur. And I'll be streaming again. Next week is the 6th and 7th. Okay, I will still be around for the 6th and 7th. I will be gone on the 13th because I'll be business travel. But yeah, I'll see you guys next Saturday at 7 p.m. Vienna time. Until then, have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.